So I had my first problem with this Husqvarna tractor, and the problem was it wouldn't start when it was cold. And I actually asked one of the guys at the local lawnmower shops about this problem. He nailed it on the head pretty much with no problems. Basically, it won't start when it's cold, and when it's hot, it doesn't have a problem starting. So when I start it when it's cold, I have to give it a little squirt of starter fluid. I just take off the air filter cap there and then just give it literally the smallest spray of starter fluid. It fires right up every time, no problem. So it turns out the problem was that the choke wasn't engaging all the way. This is the lever that goes to the throttle. You follow it back and you move the throttle, that lever moves. So if you put it all the way up to choke when it's cold, and then come down here to where the throttle is, if you can move this further that way, then the choke is not set properly. And you need to loosen this screw and pull all the slack that way towards the cable. So this shouldn't be able to move at all when the choke is fully set, and then tighten that screw back down. So it's a very, very simple fix. Took me maybe 2 minutes to do, and it saves a lot of starter fluid and makes the job a lot easier, that's for sure. I also knew it wasn't a battery. It's a brand new battery. It turns over really hard, so I knew it wasn't a battery issue. It wasn't a spark issue because it runs fine when it's running. I thought maybe it was a fuel pump because it does operate on a diaphragm off the compression of the motor, so if the compression is lower when it's cold, then it wouldn't be able to suck the fuel in. So I bought a spare fuel pump. Turns out I didn't need it, but I'm going to keep it around just in case I do need it. A gummed up carburetor is an option. The carburetor is right here. Basically you have to take off that bolt, and then this whole mechanism comes off. There's two springs. One is attached right there, and the other, kind of hard to see, but it's attached down there. Take those two springs off, and then this whole mechanism comes out of the way, and then there's two bolts holding on the carb right there and right there. I took that all apart. Carb was spotless, nothing in it, so I knew it had to be another issue. I put fresh fuel in it, no change, so the fuel in it was good. So I knew it had to be something simple because it wasn't a spark issue. It was getting fuel, ran fine when it was running. So it turns out it was just that choke cable. Now it fires up every time.